This is a particularly interesting topic to me. Guys, there is a new type of business that has been taking the internet by storm. These are businesses that I personally like to call internet template businesses. And among these, dropshipping is by far the most popular. So in this video, I want to discuss what that is, how to actually set it up, and whether or not it is something that makes sense for you. Okay guys, so let's talk about this thing. What is dropshipping exactly? Essentially, it is a clever approach to e-commerce to where you're handing off the sourcing of items, the storage as in inventory management, as well as the fulfillment to an external company. So what you're doing is simply putting up a listing of products, a store, and then when someone makes a purchase on your store, you then hand them off to this other person, this other company to handle the complicated side of e-commerce, the physical side of e-commerce. And of course, this significantly cuts down the amount of work, hence why it is so popular. So with any software-based solution, there are of course multiple ways in which you can pull this off. However, in this video, I'm going to go over the two most common ways because the others tend to require you to have access to technical resources, and that falls outside of the scope of this video. Now, the most common, the easiest and most popular approach is to create an affiliate link store. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with affiliate links, essentially there are platforms like Amazon, like eBay, that have affiliate programs. And an affiliate program is one in which you sign up and you're allowed to link to various products that they have for sale. Now, you see, when someone actually clicks a link, an affiliate link, and makes a purchase, you actually get a kickback. So the idea with an affiliate link store is to create an entire web front, a store page with products, and when a user clicks one of these products, they're actually clicking an affiliate link. So you have your website, your e-commerce store, you list your products, someone clicks a product, and they get sent to Amazon, eBay, or whoever. They make a purchase and you get a kickback. So all you had to do was create the store and list the products. You didn't have to worry about facilitating the sale, handling inventory, anything like that. So you can see why this is a very popular approach. The second approach that is popularly used by a lot of dropshippers is to utilize one of these pre-existing dropshipping services. So these are basically companies, websites, platforms that offer dropshipping as a product in itself. So what you do is you set up your website, your e-commerce store, and they make it fairly easy to integrate with their website if you're using something like WordPress or Shopify, something that is popular. And what happens is that the customer actually stays on your platform. They don't get sent anywhere else. So the workflow is like this. They come to your site, they click on a product, they get sent to your product page on your website, they buy, and then due to the integration with this other service, what happens is that a portion of the money that is sent over to you is taken out and gets sent to the other service. That other service then packages the product for you. Some of them even include your own logo on the packaging, and then they send the package to the customer, and they even would facilitate a lot of the communication that tends to happen in case something were to go wrong. So this is another method. I prefer this method to the affiliate link approach because you're able to keep the customer on your site instead of sending them somewhere else. So you know what dropshipping is and you understand how it works and a few ways in which you can approach it. So let's talk about if this is something that actually makes sense for you to do. No, not really. Not unless you're in one of three situations that I'm going to outline at the very end of the video. And the reason why I say it's not worth it for most people simply comes down to math. The average profit margin that you're going to see when you sell an item through dropshipping is around 10%. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to discuss this, but it actually costs money to operate a website. You have to pay money to keep it online, and you also have to pay money to market your products. Because if you don't market, you don't get it out there, you're not going to get any sales. So let's do the math. Let's say you sell $1,000 worth of products in 1 month, which is okay. That's actually better than most stores, believe it or not. You're gonna come home with around $50 if you are doing the method where you're using an external service, and around $20-30 if you're doing the affiliate link process. This is not a lot of money, guys. Let's say you're doing well as far as online stores are concerned. Let's say you sell $10,000 worth of products. You're gonna come home with around $500 if you're doing the drop shipping service. If you're doing affiliate links now, you're gonna get like $200-300 for $10,000 of sales. And trust me, it's not easy or cheap to get $10,000 worth of sales on an e-commerce store. You actually have to spend money in order to achieve that. So the question is, are you able to do it in a way where that $500 can cover your costs, plus leave you with enough money for this to be worthwhile for you? For most people, I would say no. No, you're likely to actually lose money if you don't know exactly what you're doing, right? And let me give you a brief history lesson on this whole market. You see, at the beginning, before it got pretty popular, a few years ago, 5, 6 or so, you had a few enterprising, somewhat lucky people who found out about this early on. They got a little taste of the market. They were like, this is pretty nice. I put up a website, make money fairly easily. So of course, what happened next? They bite down on the market and they ate up almost all of the niches available. Specifically the ones that are available through these dropshipping services, because you tend to find that they would offer you products in a specific niche, whether that be shirts, paraphernalia like mugs and bottles and stuff like that. You're not gonna necessarily find a dropshipping service that will allow you to sell bricks, for example, or other random products. They're usually in a niche, and if they've been around for a while, you can bet that there are dozens of sites that are using this service. They've been around for a while, and it's gonna be hard for you to beat them out. Now, let's discuss the situations in which it actually does make sense. The first situation where dropshipping actually makes a lot of sense is if you already have an e-commerce store that's popular with an actual customer base. What you can actually do is use dropshipping to experiment with new products. The idea here is that you set up dropshipping for a product you're thinking about introducing to see whether or not it resonates with your customer base. This allows you to try it out without having to spend money on inventory or anything like that. In that situation, dropshipping really does make sense, assuming that you're able to find a supplier that's willing to do fulfillment for you. The second situation is if you're able to garner an exclusive deal with a supplier that does fulfillment and stuff like that. A supplier that's selling a product that's high priced, and I'm talking like $1,000 up. If you have an exclusive deal with a supplier and you're able to create the storefront for them and they handle the fulfillment, even if you don't get that many sales, you're still going to get fairly high profit because you're selling a high cost item. The third situation in which it makes sense is if you're somebody who's taking the approach of a student. Not that you're literally in university, even though that could be the case. What I mean is that you want to learn about the online market. You want to familiarize yourself with the process of creating a website or getting it created. managing the website, and actually getting sales for the products on your website. This is a really good way to get your feet wet here, and I think that dropshipping is a great approach because it cuts out a lot of the complications. Now, let's say you're in situations 1 or 2 and you recognize that you don't have the knowledge or expertise in order to pull it off. What you can actually do is get in touch with me. What I am going to do is help you to determine whether or not dropshipping actually does make sense for you, and I also have the technical resources available to execute on that in a way that's going to appear seamless to your customers. If you're in situation 3, sign up for the website dojo. The link is in the description. Okay, so like the video. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.